Now, there may even be some people in the audience who think of the car business as ethically challenged. But at any rate, what I'd like you to do is spend a paragraph or two talking about what, by Buffett standards, is a good business, and then go into why does the car dealership business look like a good business to you?
A good business is the one that earns a high rate of return on tangible assets.
Very simple.
That's pretty simple, yeah. And the very best businesses are the ones that earn a high rate of return on tangible assets and grow. But even ones that don't grow, if they earn a high return on tangible assets, and then of course if you don't pay too much, they can be a good investment. They're a good business to start with by the high returns. If you pay too much for them, you can turn a good business into a bad investment. But if you pay an appropriate price, you can do all right. Now the big mistake which we made in the early years was to try and buy a bad business at a really cheap price, and it took me about 20 or 30 years to figure out that wasn't a good idea. But this is the car business, the car dealership business, if run well, can be a very good business. You have no receivables to speak of. You floor plan your inventory. You can lease your real estate. We don't do that. We'll own 95% of our real estate. So you can have very little capital actually invested in the business. And you do a large volume. Van Tile, which we bought, has 78 dealerships. They'll average over $100 million a dealership. So you can work on fairly narrow margins and still earn a high return on capital if you don't tie up much capital into $100 million of business.